Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl, Lady T, and I'm here with another blog for you. All right, guys, how's everyone doing today? Today is January 22nd. It's early in the morning, getting ready to get everything situated. Anyways, let's jump right into it, guys. I had a friend contact me this weekend. And she actually contacted me because she wanted to give me a suggestion on a video to do. I really have not done one of these kind of videos yet, but did have intentions and plans to do one like this. Just not on this in particular subject. So let's get into it. I have a friend that decided she thought it would be nice for me to hit the subject, is it right? Let me say this the right way. Should parents have the right to hold their older kids accountable to raise their younger siblings? Basically, should older siblings be responsible for raising younger siblings? My answer to that question, absolutely not. They did not birth these children. They did not make these children. They did not ask to raise these children. So let's make that clear. Some people might get mad, but I want you to hear me out. There's more to why I'm leading to this. Now, my friend has 6 siblings. She was the oldest. She left home first. Her brother left the home next. He was the second oldest. That left 4 kids left in the house. So the next one was 14. The girl's 14 years old. Now, let me give you guys just a little bit of understanding. This story goes a little bit back, about 4 or 5 years ago. So now the kids in this situation that I'm discussing, they're a little bit older as of now. But anyways, the 14-year-old was responsible for the 3 younger siblings, which they ranged from the age 5 to 1. Okay? 5 to 1. Now, if you see, these age gaps are different. Anywho, the 14-year-old decided she wanted to confide in her sister, which is my friend, and tell my friend, I'm tired of mom and dad depending on me with the kids. There was a dad in the picture. There was a mom in the picture. Mom wasn't a single parent. Dad wasn't a single parent. Both parents resided in the household. Now, my friend, truth be told, she's not even talking to her parents at this moment. I don't know if I could say I agree, because I do feel like everybody, when they go through a rough patch, there needs to be some kind of compromise and healing process through everything. But again, I'm only going based off of what was told to me and what was informed to me. She actually asked me to do this subject due to the fact that she said she actually has friends that can relate to her story. And she's also read stories similar in the news. And truth be told, so have I. And I see it with my own 2 eyes. So I can see why she felt like that this was a subject that needed to be addressed more. And I agree. Some people may not like what I have to say, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm not asking. Everyone's not going to agree. That's just not how it works. Some of you may agree. Some of you might have a different opinion, but I definitely want to hear it. So all I ask is for you guys to keep it positive in the comments and keep it respectful, but be free to share your opinion. I'm always open to hear what people have to say. Moving along, so, the 14-year-old sister confided in her sister and wanted to tell her, she was basically trying to ask her sister if she could come stay with her. And her sister said, no, this is going to cause a lot of tension between me and mom. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just sit down and try to have a talk with mom? The sister claims that she did multiple times. She says she had cried to her dad and said that she was tired of watching her baby brothers and sisters. So, long story short, about a month and a half after my friend having that conversation with her sister was the last time. Was the last time she would have a conversation like that with her sister. She definitely said if she could take things back and change them and do them different, she definitely would. So about a month and a half later, my friend's at work. She gets a phone call from her father. Her father answers the phone. She answers the phone for her father because she figures, why is my dad calling me while I'm at work? And it's early in the morning. He calls her screaming over the phone. The 14-year-old sister took her own life. Not only did she take her own life, but she left a letter behind indicating why she took her life. What do you think said on the letter? She said, "Mom and Dad, I'm tired of being your full-time babysitter." Okay? 14 years old. She took her life because she was tired of being her parents. Her parents. She was tired of having to carry her parents' role. Okay? And sorry, because it tears my eyes up a little bit in the sense because she wasn't given a choice. She wasn't given an option. This was what was told for her to do, and she did it, but she was tired of it, and she knew it wasn't right because it wasn't right. It was not right. It's one thing to have your older children help you out, but it is another for you to depend on them and feel like that they need to put their life on hold to help you raise your children. Your children. Sorry to sound so horrible, and some people may take this offensive because I know the one thing some people might be quick to say is, oh, well, I work more than one job in childcare. Then you shouldn't have had those many kids. Do you not really think that this plays a mental impact? You have a child having to care for 3 other lives. It's not right. Something ain't right with that picture. And I don't care if it was one other life. It should have not been that 14-year-old's job to take care of those kids around the clock. And you want to know, here goes even a sadder part. Like I said, I'm only going based off of everything that my friend told me. So that's why I'm sharing it the way that I'm sharing it with you. But Mom didn't work. Mom did not work. Dad worked. My friend even indicated that this is why she moved out so early with her boyfriend. My friend moved out of her house at the age of 18. She was still a senior in high school. And from the grace of God, she put herself and she graduated. Congratulations to you, boo. I am so proud of you. So proud of you. But here goes another thing. What kind of message are you sending to your children, especially, let's say, if it's daughters? What message are you sending to your daughters by having them raise their siblings at an early age? You're teaching them how to be a mother before anything else. What message are you sending to them? Let's be for real. What message are you sending to them? I see parents that make their life revolve around social media. And this is parents that was 2 kids. I've gone into a household where one parent's sitting on one couch, one parent is sitting on the other couch, and they're either on their phone, their laptop, tablet. But the kids are running around like a bunch of banshees. Sorry to say it like that, but it's true. Where do you make the time for your children? And you're calling this child, you're calling that child to get you this, to get you that. Go do this. Go grab your brother's sippy cup. Go do this. Go fill it up. Go change the diaper. Go do this. Go do... Really? You're sitting on your ass. Get up and do your job as a parent. Now, let me tell you something. I have 3 children. And yes, I will ask my oldest, can you fill your brother's sippy cup up? I will ask him, can you fill your sister's sippy cup up? Now, I want you guys to understand the balance of the difference of asking your child for assistance or to help you versus making it their daily routine in their job. I have had people tell me, why don't you have that boy help you out more? He ain't they daddy. He ain't the one who made those kids with me. It's not his job. His job is to be the child that he is and live his life. Yes, I definitely teach him responsibility and independency. Yes, absolutely. But I would not make it my 12-year-old son's responsibility to take care of his brother and sister. There's sometimes he'll ask me himself, Mom, can I do this? Can I do that? And I'll tell him no, even though I'm tired and I want him to, because I don't want him to feel like he's stuck or trapped and it's his responsibility for his brother and sister, because it is not. I don't feel like your children should be responsible for your other children. I don't feel like your children should have to know all your personal problems. I don't feel like they should need to know your financial statuses. Children need to be children, and that's the problem with today's society. They are exposed to being brought up and being grown and so mature so quickly and at an earlier age that what do you think tends to happen? Some of them become young parents themselves. Some of them fall through the cracks of the street life. Some of them fall through the cracks of drugs at an early age. But it all starts at home. What you create, what you allow. And I'm telling you, still, as a parent that I am with 3 kids, I'm still learning myself. I'm not here trying to judge or knock anybody's head. Please don't take it that way. This is something to catch maybe somebody's attention who's doing something and doesn't realize it. Because sometimes it just might be that quick reminder for you to be like, dang, you know what? She right. I need to check myself on how I do things with the kids. We only have one life. You get what I'm saying? And our children look on to us. And what we show them is what they take on. And that's the truth. That's the honest to God truth. A lot of people don't look at it that way, but it's the truth. It's one thing to, yes, for your kids to help out with their brother and sister. That's one thing. But all the time on a regular basis, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, I used to do some bilingual assisting in the Rochester City School Districts, okay? And I had a student. She used to miss all the time. So we had like a big meeting with all like her services, her parents, the school board, whatnot, to talk about her absentees. Her mother with a straight face, and I had to repeat what the mom said. I never felt so embarrassed. She told me, well, she needs to be home to help me with the kids. That's what she told me. That's exactly what she told me. So, freak her daughter's education. That don't mean nothing. It's about her daughter helping her with her kids. The ones that men helped her have. Not her daughter. But now it became her daughter's responsibility. How that make sense? How that make sense to parents? Please explain that. I'm waiting. Don't make the hooks to me. Doesn't make sense to me. Does not. I know people are like, oh, I got 2-3 jobs. And there might be some single parents out there. Plenty of them. I'm one of them. I have no shade to admit it. But it's not our kids' responsibility to carry the weight that the absent parent should be carrying. I mean, it's that simple. Like, when she told me that story, like, I couldn't believe my ears. I'm just like, wow, because she never really talked about that. She always told me she had, she came from a family of 6 children and whatever. But, I mean, I'm also very honored that she was, able to open up something like that, because she felt like she told me she felt like she had to. It was something that bothered her a lot. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. But parents out there that do depend on their children, you got to do better. You have to let that child know that they matter. They matter. You can't pin your responsibilities on them. That's not right. That's not right at all. It is not their job to raise your children. I mean, if you can't do it, then I don't know what to tell you. Stop having kids. Or, find other solutions. I don't know what to tell you, but it should not be your kids. So, again, this is just something I want you guys to think about. This is not the first incident of someone taking their life because they're tired of feeling like they have to raise their brothers and sisters. There's plenty of stories. And even after she decided to tell me that, she lives in Texas, and she told me the reason why she reached out to me to say something about this story was because just 2 weeks ago, a child in Texas, a teenage girl, 15, took her life because of caring for her siblings. And the reason she knows that, she said, obviously, in the news don't tell you everything. But she came to know because it was a co-worker of hers, child. And I don't know. I can never, as a parent, imagine having to wake up one morning to get my kids ready for school and finding one of my kids took their own life because of me. So, just to get that message out there, you have to work techniques or strategies, even if you do have to depend on your child and somewhat for assistance and help because you need to work a job. Then you need to make sure that you're weighing out that you're not putting too much load on your child, because again, I've repeated several million times, it is not your child's responsibility to raise your children. It is not their job to care for them on a daily basis. It is not. And it's not right. It's not. So I really feel like everyone that may possibly be in a situation like that, weigh out your options and make sure that you're not putting too much on your oldest child. Talk to your oldest child. You know what I mean? Make sure that they're okay with helping. Make sure that it's not playing an impact on their life. We gotta do better as parents. We do. And communication is the key. Communication is the key. Half of the time, these kids are not even being talked to. They're just being told what to do, and that's it. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in for this video. I hope that information was helpful to some. But again, I'm always open to hear opinions, ideas, whatever. So drop it low in the comments below. And make sure that you continue to follow and hit that subscribe button. And I will have another blog soon for you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.